Okay, so we've all played around with basic automation, right? But what does it really take to build an intelligent AI agent? One that's actually reliable enough to use in production. Well, that is exactly what we're diving into today with the n8n Agent Dev System. It's a whole framework designed to manage the entire life cycle of your AI creations.
And that quote really says it all. The key thing to get here is that we're not just talking about some simple tool or template. This is framed as a complete operating system. It's designed from the ground up to handle everything from that initial idea and build through all the testing and all the way to shipping and actually operating your AI agent out in the wild.
So here's the game plan. We'll start with the big picture concept, the AI Agent OS. Then we'll zoom into what they call mission control. After that, we'll walk through the build-to-ship pipeline, check out some really cool ready-made workflow recipes, and then wrap it all up with the toolkit that gets your agent truly production-ready. All right, first up, the AI Agent OS. The whole idea here is to give you a structured, clear path that takes your AI agent from just a rough prototype, a simple idea, all the way to a reliable, deployed system you can count on. And you can tell this system is built for the real world because it tackles the tough stuff right from the get-go, security and efficiency. We're talking about built-in management for your API keys and credentials, really robust error handling, and even tools for team collaboration. It's all about building something solid from the ground up, not as an afterthought.
So, with all these different components, you might be asking, where do I even begin? Well, the system gives you a central hub it calls Mission Control, and it pretty much acts as your main dashboard for the entire operation.
Let's take a quick look under the hood at the architecture. It all starts with that main dashboard and a super helpful quick start guide to get you up and running fast. From there, you've got structured learning paths to really hone your skills, a library of pre-built nodes and copy-paste recipes to speed up development, and, of course, a secure spot to manage all your secrets and credentials. Everything is laid out just where you'd expect it to be.
And this quick navigation guide, it's basically your safety net. The whole point is to make sure you're never stuck spinning your wheels. If you hit an error, boom, you can jump straight to the catalog and find a fix. If you need a common automation pattern, the recipes are right there. It's all about removing friction so you can focus on building.
All right, now for the fun part. How does a simple idea actually turn into a live, deployed agent? The system uses this awesome visual Kanban-style pipeline. You can just think of it like a production line with different stages to track a project from the initial concept all the way to production.
So this entire process is broken down into 4 super clear stages. First, any new ideas land in the intake queue. Once an idea gets the green light, it moves over to the build board where the magic happens. After development, it's off to the test queue for quality assurance, and finally, it gets launched from the ship board. It's a really structured, professional way to manage your work.
Okay, this is where it gets really cool. We've seen the framework, the structure, but now let's talk about what you can actually build with these real-world workflow recipes.
I mean, just think about this for a second. What if your inbox could literally manage itself? It's a huge pain point for so many of us, right? Well, this system provides a recipe for an AI agent that is designed to do exactly that.
So how does this actually work? Well, imagine a new email lands in your inbox. That's the trigger. The agent then kicks in, uses a large language model to figure out the email's intent, and that it actually drafts a relevant contextual reply. The final step is this crucial decision point. Does it send the reply automatically, or does it flag it for a human to review? You can see right there how those key nodes all work together to make this happen.
Now, to make that kind of workflow possible, you really need to understand the 2 types of building blocks you're working with. You've got your core nodes. These are the workhorses, right? They do one specific, defined task like sending an email. And then you have the AI nodes. These are the brains of the whole operation. They're the ones orchestrating everything, making decisions, and using other tools to achieve a bigger goal.
And right at the heart of all this is the AI agent node. I mean, this is the thing that makes true autonomy possible. It orchestrates what's called a react loop, which is short for reason and act. The agent reasons about what it should do next, then it acts by using a tool, and then it looks at the result to decide its next move. This cycle is what makes it a smart, adaptive agent, not just a simple linear automation.
But, of course, with great power comes, well, a few gotchas you need to watch out for. First, you've got to prevent infinite loops by always putting a cap on the number of iterations.
You also need to keep a close eye on your token costs because they can get out of control fast. And finally, make sure your tools give back clear, well-defined outputs, otherwise the AI can get confused and give you some pretty unsatisfying responses. These are the little details that make a huge difference in production.
Okay, so let's say you've built your awesome agent. Now what? How do you actually ship it with confidence? This is where the production-ready toolkit is an absolute game changer, helping you move from a cool side project to a professional deployment.
Because this toolkit gets it. Building the agent is only half the battle, right? You've got to maintain it. And that's why you get things like an error catalog for super fast troubleshooting, a version-controlled prompt library for your prompts, a secure credential inventory, and dashboards for monitoring everything in real time.
And here's a perfect real-world example of why that matters. Say you get an OpenAI rate limit error. Happens all the time. The catalog tells you the root cause was a burst of requests hitting the API limit all at once, and it even gives you the fix. Add some retry logic. This is exactly the kind of practical, time-saving knowledge base that can save you hours of debugging.
So when you put it all together, what you have here isn't just a collection of tools. It's the structure, the guardrails, the whole support system you need to build some seriously powerful AI agents. It really is a complete operating system for this new era of automation. So the only question left is, what will you build with it?